Okay, here we have x to the 4a plus c. Might be difficult to read. X to the 4a plus c over x to the a minus c. The first thing I recognize is that they have the same base. So we're going to be able to retain that base. And because we have the quotient rule, we're going to subtract our exponents. So 4a plus c is our exponent in the numerator. We're going to subtract all of the exponent in the denominator. So I'm going to put all of that denominator's exponent in parentheses. When I distribute 4a plus c, I'm going to distribute the negative. I get minus a plus c. And that's going to give us x raised to the 3a power plus 2c. Actually, x raised to the 3a plus 2c power. Should have said power after the plus 2c. Okay, here's one for you to try. Then we're going to move on to some prime factoring. Go ahead and press play when you're ready to reveal the answer. Let me rewrite this for you in case you can't see that. X raised to the 3p plus q over x to the p plus q. And the answer is x raised to the 2p power. Same base, so we retain that base. We subtract the exponents, the numerator minus all of the denominator. So minus p minus q. The q's canceled, and 3p minus p gave us just the 2p, giving us x raised to the 2p power. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the prime factoring. Our goal here, the purpose here, is to simplify doing as little arithmetic as possible. So we don't want to be going off to the side saying 2 to the 10th power, what is that? And 3 to the 13th power, what is that? We don't want to have to write these out so many times, but we do want to be able to use our exponent rules. We want to be able to use our exponent facts as well. So I'm going to rewrite this. I've got 2 to the 10th power times 3 to the 13th power in the numerator. In the denominator, I know that 27 is 3 cubed. This is an example of how handy it is to have those facts, because they will save you so much time in doing the arithmetic without a calculator. Now 6 to the 12th, I'm going to come over to the side and I'm going to show you what 6 to the 12th is. 6 is the same thing as 2 times 3. Those are the prime factors of 6. So I can rewrite 6 as 2 times 3. Raise it to the 12th power. Well, what gets the 12th power? Both bases. So that's 2 to the 12th, 3 to the 12th. So that's what I'm going to write right here. 2 to the 12th times 3 to the 12th. And now I'm going to simplify. 3 to the 13th over 3 to the 12th is 3 to the first power in the numerator. So let's take this slow. 2 to the 10th times 3 to the first over, let's rewrite this, 2 to the 12th times 3 cubed. So I just reversed those two factors. Now 2 to the 10th over 2 to the 12th, that's going to leave me with 2 squared in the denominator. And 3 to the first over 3 cubed, that's going to leave me 3 squared in the denominator. So I can show you with the 3's. 3 to the first over 3 cubed. See, these 3's cancel, and we have 3 squared in the denominator. And then, of course, I'm going to have a 1 left over, because I can't say that there's nothing left over, because you can always multiply this by 1 and say that the 1 is left over. So we have 1 over 4 times 9. 4 times 9 is 36. Look at what little arithmetic was needed to simplify this humongous number. That is a humongous number. If I had that many dollar bills in my possession, holy cow, that would be a lot of money right there. I encourage you to put that in your calculator and see how much money that would be. That would be a lot of money. because it's a big number. It's a lot of arithmetic to do, and it's a lot of counting to do. If I had all those dollar bills and I had to count them, I'm telling you, we'd be here for a while. We don't have to be here for a while, though, when we're making the arithmetic a lot easier. 1/36 is our final answer. So here's one. You're probably excited to try one. So here's our last try. So let's try this one. Let's simplify. No calculator. Do as little arithmetic as possible. Maybe even time yourself. Press pause. See how long it takes you to do this problem. And then press play. And then compare your time with my time. The more practice you get, the closer your time will be to the time I have that it takes me to do this problem. Okay, here we go. 6 to the 4th, that's the same thing as 2 to the 4th times 3 to the 4th times 2 to the 9th over 2 to the 8th. 15 to the 3rd is 3 to the 3rd times 5 to the 3rd. 2 to the 9th over 2 to the 8th is 2. 3 to the 4th over 3 cubed is 3. And then we have 2 to the 4th. So I've got 2 to the 4th times 2 times 3 over 5 cubed. Because I know my exponents, I know that 2 to the 4th times 2 is 2 to the 5th. I also know that's 32 times 3. 5 cubed is 125. 96 over 125. So that's your goal, to try to be able to do this arithmetic pretty quickly so that you can have more time to work on algebra as we get deeper into college algebra.